What's up, guys? Welcome back. My bad.
Yeah, good. What's going on?
Welcome back to episode 47 of Psychotic and Iconic. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in right now. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. Paul's here along with my co-host Nick Theories, Mikey P, and Philly Phil. I'm passing off to Mikey P tonight so we can get us started.
Appreciate that, Paul. Last week of the regular season, guys. You ready for this shit?
You already fucking know, dog. Let's rock.
Is everybody good? I'm not feeling the energy. Let's fucking go.
My bad.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to rock.
All right, here we go. So, guys, as you know, tonight's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, your home for daily fantasy sports, New users who sign up for Prize Picks today using the promo code ICONIC will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100. That is promo code ICONIC. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy. Also, a reminder, we are live on propshq.com, although we might be having an issue there tonight. However, you can always see us on the Props Network website. Subscribe to our show there. Keep up with our latest show news, episodes, and live streams. Next week, guys, normal schedule. We're back on normal schedule Monday, Thursday, 8 p.m. And since it's the end of the week, just reminding you guys as well that we will be posting our game picks, DFS, everything. We're going to have multiple contests this weekend. It will all be on social media via our Instagram. And that being said, tonight, guys, end of the season, NFL Week 18, chaos. All right? Burning questions, game picks, money line and spread. Let's go, Phil. NFL primetime. Let's go, baby. Love it. Love it. So, guys, we're going to start off tonight's show a little bit differently. We got some burning questions to answer.
Oh, shit.
NFL Week 18 burning questions, all right? You guys ready for this shit?
Born ready.
Because we left off with Antonio Brown last show, and guess what? We're starting off with the drama there again. Now that you've seen, Antonio Brown showed his side of the story, essentially saying the Bucs told him that he had to play. He told the Bucs that his ankle was injured and he was unable to play. They said, we're going to cut you if you don't play. He wound up playing. This is Antonio Brown's words, all right? He got a Toradol injection, and he was out there playing till about half the game. And then he leaves, and everyone knows the history there. He's saying he's got text message proof of speaking to Jason Light and Bruce Arians, both of them acknowledging his injury. And then you have the Bucs saying, the Bucs are basically saying, that's not true. We've done everything we could to help him. We recommended him to go see doctors. We had appointments set up, etc. Antonio Brown now saying he's got to get surgery. His season's over. So it's all over the place, guys. All right? Everyone knows the facts at this point. Everyone knows both sides. So my question is going to be this, guys. Who do you believe more, Antonio Brown or the Buccaneers side, Bruce Arians and Jason Light? I'm going to pass this off to Pauls. Pauls, get us started.
For me, I believe Bruce Arians' side more. AB's given us no reason to believe that anything he says is truthful. What was weird about that text message, too, is he's been with the team since last year, and Bruce Arians texts him on December 30th and says, hey, this is Bruce Arians. I don't understand that. Like, why would you introduce yourself? You mean you didn't have your employee's phone number for over a year?
I know. You guys won a Super Bowl together.
Yeah. You go in the locker room, you travel together, you don't have his phone number. So, that was like the first red flag. And just with Antonio Brown, it's something new. He did it to Big Ben, did it to John Gruden and Mike Mayock. He just did it to Tom Brady, who gave him a home when he was down and out. He's the only reason that he even's playing. He has a Super Bowl ring. So, for me, it's just the same old story with AB. And honestly, at this point, if you bring him in, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
So it's a tough situation all the way around, but I hope he doesn't get another job because he doesn't deserve it. And now the story just came out that he took the girl from OnlyFans. He snuck her in his hotel room. I don't know if you saw that yet.
I didn't see that, no.
on Saturday night, the girl that went famous for licking the toilet seat on OnlyFans to get COVID on purpose. I was just reading this whole story before I came here. He snuck her into his hotel room. Apparently now she has COVID. She posted it and told the Buccaneers to test their whole team. He was trying to get her to sleep there and saying, "Oh, I have a meeting with Tom Brady at 7:30 in the morning. You have to leave your friends." I'll show you I'll show you it after.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know that shit.
It's regular.
Damn.
It's so regular because he doesn't care.
Damn, that's wild.
Because
yeah, that's
he's never been told no because he thinks he's above everybody.
He's self-centered.
It's all about him.
Well, Pauls, before I pass it off to Nick Theories, do you believe anything at all that AB said in this story, or you just think he's completely bullshitting?
The only thing I believe is that his ankle was injured and they were trying to force him to play. But I understand it because that's what this game is about. I mean, I'm not going to even say this dude's name, but people play hurt. So
right.
It's like, you know what I mean? They're telling him, like, you got to get out there. Can you go? Can you go? And he has his bonuses right there, so he was trying to get them. I'm sure if those numbers weren't catchable, he wouldn't be out there because it's all about AB. But he wanted to try and make $1 million, so he went out there. Then at halftime, he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna hit these metrics. My ankle hurts. So it's so typical with him. I'm not sure.
Well, and it's interesting that he actually attempted to play. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I mean, we saw a video I sent you guys of him limping before the game, but if that were the case, why'd you even attempt to play?
Or do jumping jacks on your way
It's a little
out.
odd.
It's all bullshit. I believe
Go ahead,
Bruce
Nick.
Arians. I mean, come on, let's go. I mean, let's talk about it. The guy did, according to Bruce Arians, he participated in the team's walkthrough. So he's assuming he's playing for the game. Period.
Yep. Period.
Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is, Bruce. Why would Bruce Arians lie? I think he has his reputation on the line more than anybody.
He didn't want him.
Yeah, I mean, like, he was always considered a good coach. Now he's considered a great coach because he actually won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, your status changes a little bit. So you got to move differently. You got to be respected in the game. If you're a Hall of Fame coach, you got to move a certain way. So why would he lie? AB has every reason to lie because he's the one who quit on his team. And he's trying to get out of it and trying to repair his own image by saying that he was injured.
Yep, I'm with you.
But the reason why he actually walked off the field was because he wasn't getting targeted enough. That's the truth.
What Bruce said.
That's the truth. That's the truth. If you brought it into halftime and then you had the players kind of, help him, get through it at halftime, and then he came back out and then it was still a problem. That's when he walked off the field.
Yep.
Because he didn't want to play anymore. He said, "I ain't playing. I ain't getting the ball." That's what he told Bruce Arians.
I believe it.
And I believe that 100%. I don't know.
And it wouldn't be the first time he's done that in his career. So.
I don't know what made him tick like that, but apparently I saw a photograph where he put the deuces in front of Bruce Arians' face, and then I guess that's what started it. But according to AB, he did the throat slash and say get out of here or something like that.
Yeah. It's a pattern with this dude.
But I don't like. There is no proof of that, so you can't say that's true or not.
What?
About the throat slash. And even
Bruce Arians said he did that.
Oh, well then if he did it, who cares?
Yeah, he said you're cut.
Yeah, you're cut. Exactly. See ya. The fuck out.
Yeah.
If you're gonna complain about being targeted, get the fuck out. It's we, not me. That's how they win the Super Bowl. You got 3 dynamic wide receivers: Chris Godwin, Evans. Well, when they're healthy, obviously, but you had 3 wide receivers. They're not all gonna get double-digit touchdowns. Like, somebody's going to have to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. It's we, not me. And he's a me player. And that's real shit. So I don't know.
Fair points, Nick.
It's all for it was all because of his incentives. That's really what it was, but whatever.
That ego.
Yeah.
It's all fair points, and unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to be hearing the last of this. I think that there's more that continues to leak out every time each side speaks. So, for me, I had always been leaning with Bruce. I had met him a couple of times during my football career. Very nice guy, stand-up guy, classy, everything. Like, everybody loves this man, respects this man. So it's hard to not believe anything that this guy says. He's got credibility. AB does not. However, it's a little concerning hearing the part about forcing him to play hurt. I get that he's incentivized I think the pendulum's been swinging back and forth each time I've been hearing people speak. So for me, I'm leaning Bruce, but it does concern me that the Bucs have changed their story at least 3 times since this thing got out there, and that's not a good look. Like, let's just, put all the facts out there in the first place, and then you don't have to answer to the fact that you changed your story a few times. That's kind of a bad look. But that said, like, I'm going to stick with the credibility as well. And I do think that both sides it's going to be a clean break, and AB is going to play somewhere else next season, wherever they choose to tolerate him. It's just not going to be Tampa Bay.
Good.
So
fuck him. They don't want him.
He's destined to be
it
a
is what
Cowboy.
it is.
You quit.
He's destined to be a Cowboy.
But
He
they're
quit.
gonna be missing him, guys. Don't get me wrong. They're gonna miss him. That's a major loss to this team who's already
that's a
down
major
Chris
loss to
Godwin.
him. That's a major loss to him.
We got Cyril
He ain't never
Grayson.
It's
win
a
a Super
major
Bowl
loss for
anywhere
him
else.
as well.
He's got
He
Cyril
ain't never
Grayson.
win a Super Bowl anywhere else except for with Brady. So that's a big loss to him.
It's unfortunate that on both sides, nobody wins here. I mean, the Bucs move on from someone who might have been toxic during the playoff run, but you're now losing another dynamic player, and you're already down several players. So we'll see how it turns out, though. We'll see how it goes.
Guess what? No excuses. It's called next man up mentality.
Cyril.
That's it.
There
Next
you
man
go.
up.
Paul's guy, Cyril Grayson.
Yo.
So
You never
gonna move
know.
on
You
to the
never
next
know.
question, though,
You
guys.
never know. Look at Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's balling now. You don't know. Like, you don't know what you have because you have all these players ahead of him.
Cyril.
Is that
hey,
his
well, we're about
same
to
name?
find out.
Or
Cyril
We're
Grayson.
about to
Cyril Grayson?
We're about to find out, guys, but I'm going to move us on to the next burning question. We got the Indianapolis.
You get the
Pardon
who?
my French. Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were ass recently, but the Indianapolis Colts, guys, we kind of talked about this a little bit on Tuesday, how the Jags kind of play them close. So are the Colts going to take care of business? That is the burning question. And I'm going to pass this to Nick Theories first.
Yeah, the Colts are going to take care of business. They're literally 15.5-point favorites. I mean, if they lose this game, I'm telling you, and I said this last show, if they lose this game, I'm on y'all ass. I'm on all your asses with this fucking dark horse shit. You better hope he wins. You better hope he wins.
It's a
Yo,
gang
he
thing.
better hope so too.
And
He better hope so too.
Here's the thing. I think he will. They're playing the fucking Jags. It's going to be a close game, I think.
Oh no.
Possibly. They're going to give him a fight.
Darius Leonard's gonna get to.
No, they're going to give him a
Trevor.
fight. It's a division game. Jags are home. I think they're going to give him a fight, but I think the Colts are going to win.
Colts are winning that
I
game.
don't think they covered a 15.5, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, no, I think the Colts will win. They'll take care of business. They better.
Yeah. No, I'm
All
with
right,
you.
Paul, how about you?
Same thing. Yeah, I think the Colts win. I think they win fairly easy. I don't see it being close, to be honest. They're just a better team, and they're not gonna squander this opportunity.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you if this changes your mind. I have a stat for you and the audience that I don't think many people know, okay? The Colts have never beaten the Jags in Jacksonville with Frank Reich at head coach. They've also lost their last 6 games in Jacksonville, dating all the way back to 2015.
Yeah, that changes.
Does that change your mind at all?
No.
Because that's interesting.
Nah.
Nah, you guys are just still
Nah.
going to roll with the Colts.
Yeah,
I mean, I am too.
I don't
No,
get it.
because
I'll
the
be
Colts
honest
are the
with
better
you.
team. What does Jacksonville have to play for? They're playing for
the number one
pick.
pick.
Overall pick. So, why would they go all out for this game?
Bro,
the Colts,
Trevor-
it means more to the Colts.
And Trevor Lawrence hasn't thrown 1 touchdown and 9 interceptions over the last 6 weeks because he's improving.
I mean, the only thing you could say about the Jaguars is the players there, they want to put another good game on tape for their future. They don't know where they're going to be at.
The interim coach is booty.
So they're playing for next year too, though. They're
I
those
got
players in free agency.
Yeah.
They want to put another good game on tape, so that this game matters to them. You know what I mean? So you got to think about it, in that way. But the Colts are going to take it. They're going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Colts are just going to roll them, and I think Frank Reich's going to have those guys ready to play. But, there's always a possibility. You never know what's going to happen any given Sunday. It's happened many times this season. And if they don't get in, Then we're looking at the Steelers or the Ravens possibly replacing them, which would be absolutely, like, unbelievable at this point. If Jacksonville does lose, they clinch the number 1 pick. If not, things could get interesting. Detroit Lions are in the running as well. So that's where we're at. But, guys, so we're doing something a little interesting here. We're going to do our game picks for this game since we just broke it down. So I'm going to go to Paul's first. Here is the line, okay? It's Colts minus 15.5 at the Jags. Who you got? Paul's, go first.
I am taking the Colts both ways. Like I just said about 2 minutes ago, I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think the Colts are going to take care of business. And I wouldn't be surprised if the starters were out, in the fourth quarter for the Colts.
Nick Theories, how about you?
I got the Colts to win the game and give me the Jags with the points. 15.5 is way too much for me, and they're home. And division game, I think they'll play on tough.
Yeah, it's a massive line. I mean, the Colts couldn't have covered that line last time. The Colts were in a tight affair there. So I have the Colts both ways as well, though. I just don't see it being a contest. I think they're going to come out motivated, get that playoff spot, and that's that, really. It's kind of a simple pick for me. So we'll see, though. And I forgot to mention this, guys. For the audience out there, if you didn't hear us on Tuesday, our game picks for the regular season, it's pretty damn close at this point. I mean, Pauls has a 5-game lead in money line, but Nick and Pauls are tied on the spread, and I'm 2 back of them. So
regular.
This is an exciting week for us too. Let's just put it out there, okay? But guys, I'm going to move us on to the next question, and this is the game of the week to this point. This is the one that was flexed to Sunday Night Football. Chargers at Raiders. Win and in, okay? Winner of the game gets in, unless they tie. That would be some crazy ass shit. And I don't even know if we have to cover that, but there is a scenario where if the Colts lost and they tied, the Chargers and Raiders would both get the last 2 spots. So that's just like absolute chaos, and we don't expect that. However, okay, question for you. Who wins this game and claims the final wild card spot, and why? And I'm going to give this to Pauls first.
I'm going with the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert's a little bit better of a quarterback right now than Derek Carr. I think their coach is better, and I just think that the road ends for the Raiders on Sunday night. It's been a crazy year for them, ups and downs, and I feel like they've battled through it the whole time. But for me, I just think the Chargers. I just think they're better. They have better wide receivers. They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. The better running game. And I think their defense is better too. So I like the Chargers, and I like them minus the 2.5.
All right, Mikey. I appreciate that, and that is a fair assessment on your part. Nick Theories, what about you? What are you thinking here?
I really like the Chargers in this one. I think they win. I think they win by a touchdown. I just think that they're the better team. I think their offense is so much better. I think the Raiders are going to be hard to keep up with them, I think. Because, after all, the Raiders' defense isn't that good. And they can be had. And I just think the Chargers are a better football team. They're healthy. They got Mike Williams back. They got Keenan Allen. They figured out they got some guys like Palmer, Guyton on their offense. So, they could, they have weapons. And they have a good running style with Eckler, so I really like the Chargers in this one, and I think they win by a touchdown, easy.
So, does it matter to you guys at all that the Raiders are at home?
No, not really for me. And even at that, the Chargers don't have to travel too far.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So I don't think that there's any advantage of that, and I don't really think the Raiders have that big of a fan base yet to where it could impact.
No.
Do you think this will be a high-scoring affair, given that the Chargers' defense is also? I mean, they've not been great. Let's just put it that way. They got a couple of playmakers back, but do you think this is going to be a high-scoring affair?
Yeah, I would look somewhere around like 30-23, 30-20, something in that range. I think the Chargers will be in control, and then the Raiders might get like a backdoor touchdown or one of those in like the 2-minute drill that kind of make it look closer than it was.
That's fair enough. Nick, how about you? Same thing?
Oh yeah, I got the Chargers both ways.
All right, well, listen to this, guys. I got a follow-up question for you, and this is going to go the other way because I'm favoring the Chargers here as well, and I'll get to my reason in a sec. But follow-up question for you guys. If the Raiders should win this game somehow, and they do make the playoffs, all right, remember, Rich Bisaccia is the interim head coach. He's not officially their head coach. He stepped up when Gruden got axed, okay? Do you think that Rich Bisaccia should be named the new head coach if they make the playoffs? And I'm going to start with you, Nick.
No, not immediately. I would do my due diligence and find out, who's the best available. I would talk to a lot of other coaches, pluck from Super Bowl winning team. I would do my homework.
Well, here, would he be your favorite candidate? Let's put it that way. Would he be your top choice at this point?
No, not necessarily. I mean, just because you won a couple of games. I mean, I get it. You won 2 crucial games in Raiders history, I guess you want to call it, to get into the playoffs after the crazy year with COVID and everything. But I don't think he would be my favorite. I think I would put everybody on the even playing field.
So he just didn't do enough for you yet, but good run, just didn't do enough.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's cute that you can win a couple games. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. It is.
Well, he kept this Raider train from going off the rails.
Yeah.
So it is something. But Pauls, what do you think?
So I would lean yes unless you were able to get Jim Harbaugh or like Jim Caldwell or something like that. I think for the biggest reason is between Henry Ruggs, the injuries, the John Gruden scandal, the team never really blinked. Like, there was never really drama outside of that. Like, the group that was in there and the group that was okay always seemed to be together, and now they're battling for a playoff spot. So even win or lose, Mike, I would look at him. I would look at him long and hard. Pause. Like I said, unless you can get Jim Harbaugh to leave Michigan, or like I said, I would look at somebody like Jim Caldwell. I mean, Matt Stafford's last good year in Detroit was under Jim Caldwell. So, I mean, that is somebody out there that nobody really talks about that could be good
he
for a
just
veteran.
interviewed with Jacksonville.
Yeah, and I feel like he would be good with a veteran quarterback. And I think Derek Carr doesn't really have any help. Like, for real. And he plays well.
Yeah,
I would say he's a top 15 quarterback in the league.
Yeah, that's
so, you see that, and it's like, it would it's tough. It really is. But I like the job that he's done, and I just think based off of how he kept the locker room together amidst all the turmoil that he deserves a chance.
I'm in agreement with you. I think that he would be my favorite at this point because, I mean, there's no way. If you told me today, even if the Raiders finish 9-8 and they lose this game, which I expect, if you told me they were going to have a winning record among all the turmoil, the blowback from Gruden, the injuries, the team just literally disappearing defensively, I would have told you you're crazy. I thought for sure that they were going to be like last year and just get manhandled in the second half. They showed incredible character last week. I still don't know how they won that game. Like, this is the Colts. The Colts were probably the hottest team in the NFL, and they show up and they beat the doors off them. I mean, they played a hell of a game, and they kept their season alive. So I would handicap it in his favor, and there's probably not going to be too many candidates that could sway me otherwise. I'm not thinking they're going to get – I know that Harbaugh would be a big name.
I love Harbaugh, dude.
I think he would be an excellent fit there. But
oh my God, yeah.
I would think that if they get in, given that the players love Rich Bisaccia, I think he's going to be the favorite in the locker room too. So there's that. But now, guys, we have to formalize our picks. I know that all three of us are saying Chargers. Now I have the actual line up in front of me. It is Chargers on Sunday Night Football -3. At the Las Vegas Raiders. Nick Theories, who you got?
I got the Chargers both ways.
Chargers both ways.
Yep.
Pauls, how about you?
Both ways, like Nick Swings.
Yeah, he wilding out over here. You wilding.
I'm going Chargers both ways, and the reason, guys, it's pretty simple for me.
That's crazy.
The Raiders have only forced one turnover in the last 6 games. Like, there's no way this Charger team doesn't score 30 points. They easily handled the Raiders back in October. They won 28-14. Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler both had huge games. I think you're going to see it might be a little bit closer. It'll be a high-scoring affair, but I have the Chargers both ways as well. And now we're going to move on to the next question, okay? And this is the one that has the most legs to it. This is crazy, okay? This scenario, this game has so much of an impact in the NFC. So, guys, the next burning question is regarding the 49ers and the Rams, okay? And I'll give you the situation here, okay? Rams win. They win the NFC West. They get the 2 seed, okay? If the 49ers win, the 49ers get in. They'll be the 6th seed. They claim the last wild card spot. The Saints are eliminated. But if the 49ers lose, the Saints win. 49ers are out. If the Rams lose and Cardinals win the NFC West. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot to unwrap. So plain and simple here, who gets the job done and why? All right? That's the simple question here. Paul's, go ahead.
I'm going with the Rams in this one. I think they have a lot more to play for with the 2 seed and winning the division. And I can't trust Trey Lance to go to the Rams up against Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. And I don't see it. I think that's too big of a stage for a rookie. He's only played about 3 games in the last 2 years or 4 games that he started in and played in. So I just think the task is too tall for him in this one. I expect the Rams to win that pretty handily. And I also think that it's a good game for the Rams to kind of get some confidence back. Matt Stafford not throw 400 pick sixes and, get ready for whoever the 7th seed is, probably the Saints in the first round.
So actually, Mike, before I pass it over, so this confirms you actually believe that Trey Lance will be starting this game. You don't think it's going to be Jimmy G?
No, he has it's his throwing hand and it's his thumb, right?
He is practicing limited right now. So
yeah.
Trey Lance got first string reps all week, but Jimmy G is practicing in a limited capacity. And you are on record saying you think that they should start Jimmy G.
Yeah. However,
but you think they will start Trey Lance?
I think they're going to start Trey Lance. Yeah, because I don't think that he's going to be healthy enough. And I was reading about it after Tuesday's show. And even if they do start him, I mean, it's his hand. It's not like it's his foot or something. Like it's his hand. He needs that.
Yeah.
So
that's a difficult injury.
It sucks because they fought back after they went through a bunch of injuries again. They had a losing record towards the beginning and the middle of the season. Then they caught on. But I just think it's too much to overcome, and the Rams have too much to play for at home. So.
Appreciate that, and I'm going to now pass it over to Nick Theories. Nick, actually, first, your take on the 49ers QB situation. You said that you think they should start Trey Lance, but who do you think they will start?
Damn.
That was to you.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, dude. Phil.
What, he pooted?
Yeah.
I put it in the mic.
His ass burped.
His ass burped.
Check your draw.
All right, my bad. All right. I'm going to say that I think Trey Lance is going to start. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is healthy enough. Apparently, I was reading some interview that he had earlier, and he was saying like how much it really, really hurts. So I know he's practicing and all that, but if I'm in a playoff contention scenario, I have to go with the healthier guy.
Right.
Like you have to,
right.
you just have to. I mean, if Jimmy G at 65% or 75% is better than Trey Lance, then you fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know how else you say it. So
no, that's fair enough. So Nick, how about this then? Give me your take on the game now, knowing that. What is your take on this game? What do you think happens here? And explain to me why.
I see. I love the Niners, and I had them in the playoffs.
It's a tough one.
Yes, but I like the Rams are just a better team. Right now, they're healthier. They're just a better team. Do I think it's going to be close? Yeah, I think it would be close. But I just think that if Trey Lance is starting, like Mike said over here, Paul's, he said Aaron Donald and them boys are going to get after him. And it could be a long day for the Rook. But, yeah, I have to think that, Matthew Stafford at home is going to bounce back. Eventually, he's going to have to snap out of his slump. He's had a pretty shitty 3 games, I would say.
Yeah.
Last couple games. So, like, he needs to bounce back for his team. And, and also what Paul says, to gain some confidence heading into the playoffs. So, I agree. I think the Rams are going to win the game.
Funny stat. Matt Stafford this year has the most pick sixes since Jameis Winston did the 30 for 30 that year.
30 for 30. That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
When he had 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
that's
Matt Stafford
insane.
has the same amount of pick sixes as he does.
That's booty.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. I mean, if he doesn't make mistakes, they're going to win.
And also, do you think Sean McVay is a better coach than Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah.
I do too. I'm just saying, but
yeah.
I think that the coaching's better for the Rams as well.
Yeah, I mean,
It's close, guys. It's close.
I think Kyle Shanahan's kind of overrated, but we could talk about that later.
I would love to do that topic, and that's a big topic for a different day, though.
Well, it was trending that way earlier this season, but he turned it around pretty nicely given everything going on over there.
Yeah, pause.
But guys, I think Trey Lance is going to start, but I think it's a better thing for them. Like, I think with those pass rushers, it's a good thing because this is a guy who can escape the blitz. So
It's definitely
I
a fair
think
point.
that he's going to present an interesting wrinkle here, and I kind of like the 49ers in this game, and I'll tell you why before we formalize our picks, okay? The 49ers, all right? So the Rams won 5 in a row. Everybody knows this. But they've only won 1 game in that streak against a team with a winning record, okay? And they barely got by Baltimore last week. Baltimore without Lamar Jackson and all the injuries that they have elsewhere. But listen to this stat, guys. The 49ers have won 5 straight games with the Rams. Literally, and they dominated in these games. Like, they've outscored the Rams 132 to 84 during that streak. So they won their last 5 games with the Rams. And I think that, I mean, obviously both of these teams need this win, but the 49ers need it more. They could legitimately not make the playoffs. And I have a feeling, for some reason, Kyle Shanahan just gets the better of Sean McVay in this matchup, and this team steps up against the other team. So I'm leaning 49ers, but now, yeah, I know. So now we're going to actually put this on paper. All right? San Fran at the Rams minus 4.5. Pauls, who you got?
I'm taking the Rams both ways.
Wow. Good for you. All right, Nick Theories.
I'm rocking the same way. I got the Rams both ways. I think they win by a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Rock my mic.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yo.
Hey, yo. Rock
We
my
might have to
mic.
bet on
Get
this
the fuck
game,
outta
guys. I'm not sure if I want to bet on this one, but maybe we'll come back to it, okay? I have San Fran outright to win this game.
Love
On
it,
the
baby.
road.
Way to go.
And they're getting in the playoffs
Yeah, you 0-2,
as
but
the 6th seed.
love it, dude.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
They have the Rams number for some reason. It's a weird thing, and they need it just a little bit more, okay? The Rams, I mean, they just haven't been playing that well. Like, they haven't won anything convincingly recently. This is going to be a challenge. The 49ers
I like the pick,
are playing
bro.
well.
I like the pick. I like it. It's a good spot for him. I will say
And
that.
I gave you a pretty damn good stat right there. That's something that nobody knows.
No, I love the stat, too. If Jimmy G was healthy, I got to be honest, I really would probably lean 49ers.
Yeah, me too. Here's the thing. I don't know who Trey Lance is. I don't know anything
Exactly.
about him. I don't know much.
He's
Even
a
when
big question
plays, I
mark
don't
in
know
this
much.
game.
Like, there's something about him. Like, I haven't really been able to see.
Yeah.
Like, he plays, and I'm like, all right.
He literally looks like Kaepernick Jr.
Yeah, he really does.
He looks just like Kaepernick when Kaepernick
he's-
started with Harbaugh.
He's not bad. He didn't look that bad last week, but
Mike has a great point, though. If it is Trey Lance and he uses his legs, he could negate the pass rush a little bit. It's just when he gets outside the pocket, is he ready on an NFL level to direct the receivers and know when to run, know when to keep his eyes downfield. Like those are legitimate questions.
Because you got to go against Jalen Ramsey.
That's what that's what I'm saying.
That's
I think in the second half of last week, he showed that he was getting comfortable, and I mean the talent will shine through. I believe. I think he's had an ample chance to learn, and I mean I get it though. It's a big question mark. It's a big question mark, but it's a question mark that also makes them a little more of a wild card. No pun intended.
Well,
it makes them a wild card because the Rams may not know what to expect either. So,
well, here's the
talent's
thing.
There, you got drafted third. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, Mike. So, I don't think the 49ers fully believe in Trey Lance. If you think about it, if you actually think about it, if he is your guy, you got to throw him in the game. You got to play him. If Jimmy G is not your future, this game means nothing.
So I'm kind of with you on that. The only thing I think is that throws me off a little bit is I don't think they expected Jimmy G to stay as healthy as he did or play as well as he did. Not that he played great, but he played well enough where he was keeping Trey Lance on the bench. So I don't necessarily know. Like, did they lose confidence in Trey Lance? Did he not show them enough to beat out Jimmy G for the job? Did they really want him to sit and learn a year like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that? I don't know.
I think that was the expectation. I think they did want him to redshirt, and he did show in limited action that he could play a little bit.
Yeah, they don't believe him.
They went back to the guy who they're trying to build his trade value, and they plan on getting rid of him next year, regardless of what happens. I mean, even if he won the Super Bowl, I'm not so sure they're keeping him. So, I mean, but there's that.
If he won the Super Bowl and they traded him, that would be insane.
Well, the Eagles got rid of Foles.
That's a little bit different of a context, though. But
why?
It's fair because Carson Wentz.
Well, they gotta pay Jimmy G, and Trey Lance is on a rookie deal, So.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not getting rid of my Super Bowl quarterback. That's
yeah.
That's beside the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an argument for a different day.
Yeah.
We're jumping ahead like multiple weeks here, but we gotta move on, guys. So now, as a result of that, okay, we got to talk real quick. We're going to talk Seahawks, Cardinals, all right, because things shake up. So you guys have the Rams winning, which means they're winning the NFC West. But
yep.
To make things interesting, though, what are you thinking for the Seahawks-Cardinals game? I'll give you the line. You can make your picks right now, okay? It's Seattle coming off of a 50-point game, their best game of the season, at Arizona. Arizona's -6.5, a convincing win against Dallas. All right, just when everyone started to doubt them, the doubt's creeping in. They show up in a big spot. They're now at home versus a division rival. So what are you thinking for this game? And I'm going to go with Nick Theories here first.
I think this game is going to come down to whose defense shows up. I think Russell Wilson last game looked really good. So did DK Metcalf. And the Arizona Cardinals secondary can be had. So for me, it's just going to come down to defense. But I'm going to lean Cardinals in this one. I think the Cardinals win. I think they cover the 6.5. I think they start to hit their stride, into the playoffs. And, we'll see where this team could go. We'll see. Because I think, sky's the limit if they have the offense, that they were playing earlier in the season with Kyler Murray and, D-Hop. But even though he's not there, he could possibly come back in the postseason?
No.
Or he's out for the year?
He's out for the year.
Well, D-Hop, they did say there's a chance that he could get back for the conference championship.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh, the conference championship game, right? Yeah, I thought about that.
Oh, maybe they said he's out for the regular season.
Yeah, and Seattle's done. Seattle has something to play for. Seattle is done. They are done.
This could be Russell Wilson's last game in Seattle, for that matter.
It don't matter. It's gonna be, if it's his last game, he's going out with an L. Because the Cardinals are covering, and that's just head ass.
Real shit.
Pauls, what are you thinking?
I got the Seahawks winning.
That's crazy.
Outright?
Yeah.
Outright?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I think the Seahawks are going to win.
Okay, listen. I will take you on that if you want to bet.
Pause.
I know. That came out wrong. I know. You want that bet? Because I got Arizona both ways.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yes, I have the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks. The Seahawks are winning that game, guaranteed.
So then, Nick, I'll be fair. I'll spread the action around. Do you want to bet
Pause.
49ers?
Whoa, his family. That's so crazy. That is crazy.
Wow, you guys are
All right,
fucked
so
up.
what he said, you want to spread the action around and go ahead. I lost my train of thought after that. What happened?
So, since I'm letting Pauls have that bet, how about this? Just so that you can get on the action, Pauls. Okay, I'll take San Fran. Do you want to take the Rams and we'll bet on that?
I'll take the Rams.
All right, let's do it. So, I'm betting with both of you, and there you go. So not only that, so since I have Arizona winning both ways,
Like a dunce.
and I have the Rams losing, I have the Cardinals winning the NFC West.
Sorry to hear that.
Shit. I mean, you're wrong, but that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you again on Monday. All right.
Wait.
Oh.
So what's our bet? A salad?
So, I mean, I owe you 3, so it would be 4 salads for you, and then 4 Cinesticks for Mikey over there.
Yeah.
Damn.
It'll be a nice holiday gift for you guys.
Damn, bro.
He's hurt. He's down bad.
He's down bad, bro.
Oh, listen, you guys were catching up to me. I think
Meals
we're
on
all
wheels.
even now.
Meals on wheels.
That's definitely the episode title name, Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
Meals
Either
on
that or I'll
wheels.
spread the action around.
Oh my god.
I was going to say business is booming, but I mean, that's true too, you know? But anyway, so now, guys, the last leg of this situation here, we have to go to Saints Falcons, okay? And this situation's interesting only because you guys have the 49ers losing, which means the Saints could get in. And that's why I need to hear what your take is on this game, all right? It's New Orleans minus 3.5 at the Falcons. The Falcons are eliminated, and they're going to have a losing season yet again, all right? So I'm going to pass this off to Nick Theories first. Nick, who you got in this game?
This game. I thought about this game for a few hours today, and I'll be honest with you. I think Atlanta is actually going to win this football game.
Wow, outright.
I do. I really, really do. I do not trust the Saints quarterback situation at all. I get they have Taysom Hill, cool, but he is prone to make some mistakes. And the Falcons, they'll make you pay. So I am going with the Falcons in this game. They are home. This could possibly be Matt Ryan's last home game in the Falcons uniform.
Yeah, he getting that L.
He could, but I think they're gonna win. So I'm taking the Falcons. I don't trust the Saints
Wow.
on offense.
So week 18, you got the 49ers losing, but they're salvaged. Their playoff hopes stay alive
Yeah.
because the Saints are going to lose 2. 49ers get in.
Yeah,
Wow.
Godfather saying the Saints.
it's crazy. Yeah, well, he's been pretty good with his picks, but not this one. Give me the Falcons.
Wow. All right, Pauls, who you got?
I am rolling with the Saints. I think Marshawn Lattimore will be able to shut down Russell Gage. Not that Russell Gage is like a big time wide receiver, but I think all they're going to have is Kyle Pitts because I don't think that Russell Gage will be able to get open on him. The quarterback is definitely Matt Ryan is definitely better than Taysom Hill, but the coaching situation's better for New Orleans too. And I think they're going to win, and they're going to. I expect them to cover too. I just think they have more at the moment than the Falcons do.
All right, so you got Saints both ways, and I'm in agreement with you, Pauls. I got the Saints both ways. And, I mean, it's interesting because the Falcons won the first meeting 27-25.
Yes.
But they're bottom 10 in total scoring offense. Total offense, they're bottom 10 in total defense and scoring defense. Matt Ryan's 5th most sacked in the NFL. He's averaging 209 pass yards the last 4 games. And then on top of that, the Saints have won 5 of 8 games against the spread as a favorite this year. So that is my reasoning. Plain and simple, they got something to play for. However, they don't get in for me because the 49ers win. So,
Damn.
Pauls, you have the Saints getting in the playoffs as your 7th seed.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy to me too, but it's nothing other than just the way that the schedule landed. That's all it is for me. That's all it is. Because I think the 49ers are better than the Saints. Like, if it was 49ers versus Saints, they're similar to the Chargers and the Raiders, I would pick the Niners. Because,
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah,
you got
it's
to play
just
your schedule, and the
that's
Saints
just the way
get
it
in.
goes.
So I got an interesting little wrinkle here because, guys, I mean, also, Taysom Hill has been pretty successful against the Falcons, and his starts against them, he's played pretty well. Now, if Taysom Hill gets into the playoffs, and let's say he plays well this game and he plays well in the playoffs, do you think he should be the favorite to be the Saints QB next year? Should he at least open as a starter in training camp?
No.
I mean, not if you could trade. Not if you could trade for, like, you know. I mean, what if you can trade for Garoppolo?
No, my answer is no. Yeah, I don't think he's that good of a passer. I think he's a gadget guy. I think
I agree. I'm in agreement,
I think he's just a football player that can throw the ball on occasion.
He's Ronnie Bass.
That's what I think he can. That's what he is. He's a runner. He likes contact.
Me too.
Fact. But what I'm saying is, like his ability to read a defense and break down and dissect the defense, you know, and throw the ball accurately, consistently throughout the year. I don't see it happening. So for me, I'm saying no. He's a perfect gadget guy. It's exactly what he is.
Fair enough. We haven't really seen too much. We haven't seen enough yet, but we also haven't seen him in a full season with,
I don't want to.
You know, full preparation as a starter. So the Saints do like him. They gave him the money, but we'll see what they do. I'm thinking that, you know, in my head, I'm thinking that the Saints are going to give him a chance because they like him and he's been in the system. But that depends on who's out there on the market. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and get a big-name guy. But if they don't, I think he would be the favorite if they do get into the playoffs. Pauls, what do you think before we move on?
If they could trade for somebody and bring him in, then no, I think he would go back to his role. But I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable if he was my starting quarterback going into the season because I don't think he's developed enough as a passer. He reminds me a lot of Tim Tebow, just a slightly more polished passer.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
and a little bit.
Can't really argue any of it. We don't
athletic.
have a large sample size here, but what we do know is he wins games.
He does win games. I'll give him that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but their defense is pretty good too.
Is it sustainable?
Like his defense is pretty good.
Yeah, so it's tough. It's a tough situation over there. But like if I could get a more prototypical passer, I'm getting.
Oh, absolutely. I just don't even think it's even a conversation for me. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
he's a gadget guy.
He's got to get into the playoffs still first anyway before it even becomes something.
Yeah.
This is only me thinking, hey, Sean Payton loves his guys, and you never know what's going to happen here.
For sure.
But moving on, all right, we got one more spotlight game before we go with the rest of the picks, and we got to start moving a little faster, okay? We got the Tennessee Titans, who are your current AFC 1 seed. After the Chiefs lost, the Titans won.
Tighten the fuck
And the
up.
Titans, I mean, lucky Titans, okay? They got the Texans week 18, or are they lucky? Will they lock up the 1 seed officially? Okay, I'm going to pass this off to Pauls. I know it sounds like a crazy question, but the Texans, they've been a pain in the ass lately. So go ahead, Pauls.
Yeah, no, that absolutely will. Especially with the Derrick Henry news, I think they're actually going to be motivated. They're going to rest. They're going to bust their ass. They're going to get the 1 seed, and then they're going to rest up and get Derrick Henry back and get ready for the playoffs. I think Vrabel will have them ready. I think Ryan Tannehill will be fine, and there's no way that they lose this game. There's too much riding on it, and Vrabel always has his team ready to play. So I don't.
Here, actually, before I pass it off to you, I should have gave you the line. Okay, the line is Tennessee -10 on the road at the Texans. So who you got?
I'll take Tennessee.
Formally here.
I'll take Tennessee.
Tennessee both ways.
Yes.
You got it, sir.
They're amped up
All
because
right,
they know
next
Henry's
series.
back.
I got the same. I think Tennessee should really mop the floor with this team. The Texans have nothing to play for. They literally are playing for nothing. But this is like Tennessee needs the number 1 seed. It is like absolutely crucial to get the number 1 seed because only one team has a bye. So the fact that you're chilling and you're letting everybody else battle it out,
And
that's
Nick,
perfect.
it's another week
and
for
you're
him.
home throughout the whole playoffs.
And
you ain't got to travel. You're done.
And Henry can rehab.
And with all this COVID shit going around, like, you want to be home.
Yep.
You know, so like
You're damn
this
right.
means everything to Tennessee. Tennessee is going to win this football game, and they're going to win it outright. Give me Tennessee both ways.
There you go. So, guys, obviously, I think Tennessee's winning this game. It's not even a question for me. But it got interesting when I broke it down a little further, okay? Yes, the Titans are getting healthy. Yes, they have to lock up the 1 seed. Yes, they actually need revenge because they did lose to the Texans in Tennessee Week 11.
I forgot
Yes,
about
the
that.
Texans
Great point.
are at home, okay? But the Texans are 7-9 against the spread this season, believe it or not. So I thought twice about it, but give me the Titans both ways as well. I just think that there's no way they don't show up for this game with motivation. Vrabel's going to have them fucking gunning, and they're going to lock down the 1 seed in a convincing fashion, I think. All right? So now, without further ado, we have to move on to the rest of the game picks. Phil, why don't you hit Fox NFL Sunday music for me, all right?
Hit it, Phil.
I would appreciate that.
Hit it.
Damn, let's go, baby.
Damn, this is our last week doing this.
Crazy.
Damn, bro.
Crazy.
Come on.
So we got
Positive
Saturday
vibes
games.
here.
All right? We got Saturday games this week. First one, a divisional matchup. You got Chiefs at Broncos. Chiefs minus 11.5 on the road. Pauls, who you got?
Chiefs both ways.
Not thinking twice.
No, sir.
Nick Theories.
I got Chiefs both ways as well.
Chiefs both ways. All right. I got Chiefs both ways, and I got a stat here for you, okay? The Chiefs have scored 31-plus in 4 of their 5 games since the bye, okay? The Broncos have only scored 13-plus once in the last 5 weeks.
Yikes.
Okay, I get it. Actually, the one
Yikes.
game out of those 5 that I was talking about with the Chiefs was against the Broncos. But this time I think it's going to be different. I think they're going to blow them out, okay? Next up, though, Philadelphia Eagles, baby. All right, this game, unfortunately, both teams already got in. This might have been a little bit more interesting. But Dallas is playing for the 2 seed here. Dallas already said they're not sitting their starters. It doesn't look like the Eagles are going to. However, they're considering it. They have a bunch of guys in COVID protocol. So we don't really know what the Eagles are going to do. And the Eagles could still turn into the 6th seed depending on what happens with the 49ers. So, guys, it's Dallas minus 5 in Philly. Who you got? Nick Theories.
I got Dallas.
Both ways?
I got Dallas both ways. This game doesn't mean anything for the Eagles. It means nothing for them. I think they should be playing for something to get momentum into the playoffs, but I don't see that happening. I think they're going to be conservative going into the playoffs because of all the health issues going on. So I think Dallas is going to win both ways.
All right, Pauls, who you got?
I'm struggling with this game, man, because I thought at first my initial reaction was Dallas on the money line and the Eagles covering. But Nick Sirianni today was talking about playing all of his starters because he doesn't want to ruin the momentum of a 4-game win streak. And I feel like the Eagles are playing better than Dallas right now. I really do. It's tough, man. I'm gonna take the Eagles both ways. I'm gonna put a little bit of a homer on this bet. But I like the way the Eagles are playing right now. I really do, and I think that they'll be able to. I think they're going to be able to pull it off. And Dallas beat us the first time, so I have a little mystique there with the way I like to look at games and analyze picks and betting. So I'm rolling with the Eagles both ways.
So guys, minus the Cowboys-Washington football team game where they just exploded on offense, they've been in a rut offensively. The Eagles are 6-1 in their last 7 games, and they are playing better right now. I do think both sides are going to have everybody playing, at least whoever's approved from the COVID list. I think that they're going to play their starters. So that being said, I got the Eagles outright.
Yeah.
As well. Okay? I got the Eagles outright. And, if that happens anyway, Dallas won't wind up playing them in the first round. But if Dallas does win this thing, it could be Eagles-Cowboys first round, and then things are really interesting because, they would be playing each other a third time.
I would love that, dude.
It would be wild. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it should be crazy in Philly regardless. All right, it's gonna be crazy there. Moving on to Sunday though, Sunday 1 p.m. games. We got Bengals at Browns. The Browns are now the favorite. The line has moved multiple times. The Browns are -6 favorites. Holy shit!
Oh,
So-
Burrow's out. Burrow's out.
Well,
right?
there's no. So okay,
Yeah.
I'll throw it out there. There's no Joe Burrow. There's probably no Joe Mixon. It depends on COVID. All right. There's no Baker Mayfield. So it's Brandon Allen versus Case Keenum in a slop fest in Cleveland. Who you got? Pauls, go ahead.
Cleveland on the money line and the Bengals with the points.
All right.
6
You
points.
got it.
Yeah, that's
Next series.
that line.
Who you
is-
got?
I mean, I guess you could say Case Keenum's a lot better than Brandon Allen. I mean, that's fair. So maybe that line is accurate, and it just sounds like a lot because Cleveland's been so bad.
Oh, he's got more experience. We can at least admit that.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
next
Yeah.
series.
Like Cleveland
Nick Fury's-
sucks. Cleveland blows. Like they suck.
6 points.
Like I don't understand this line. I don't get it.
You
Like-
gotta read more.
Like the Browns are finally favored when Baker's not playing.
It's because Joe Burrow's not playing. You ass.
To me, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To me, that's fucking crazy.
Uh-huh.
So my thing is, I'm taking the Browns, and I'll take the Bengals with the points.
Oh, okay. Damn, I thought you were gonna go Bengals both ways.
Yeah. I had to spice it up. You know what I mean? I'm getting too predictable in here. You already know where I'm leaning. But I'm taking the Browns this one.
You are very
If they let me down, man, I'm done with them. I don't care about this fucking team anyway. But like,
I'm not-
yeah, I'm done with
listen.
them. I don't care. But I'll take
I'm
the
not
Bengals
even
with the
gonna
points.
leave it to chance. Okay. Wait, what were you gonna say, Paul? You were about to say something.
No, I wasn't.
Okay. I'm not even going to leave it to chance. I got the Bengals outright to win the game, okay? I got the Bengals outright, and I think they're riding a wave right now. I don't think they're sitting everybody, okay? I just think that they're playing motivated football. I think the Browns are going to come out there and Browns their way out of this thing. I think Brandon Allen actually was decent in spot duty this year. So I'm going to go with the Bengals outright. It will be close, though, okay? I almost took the Browns here, and I'm not doing it, all right? So there's that. We got Packers -3.5 at the Lions. And it's interesting here, guys, because everyone thinks, the Packers should probably sit their starters, but Aaron Rodgers wants to play. Matt LaFleur is on record saying he wants to keep everybody sharp. So my guess is that the starters are going to play at least part of this game, all right? I'm going to pass this over to Nick Theories. Nick, Packers -3.5 at the Lions. Who you got?
It's -3.5. You said?
If you
Yep,
say some dumb shit, I'm walking
-3.5.
out of here.
Nah, I got Green Bay winning this game.
All right.
And I got Green Bay to cover as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Pauls, you got them both ways, too.
Yeah.
All right, I got the Packers both ways as well.
You need to control your emotions over there, bro.
I'm controlled.
I mean, plain and simple, guys, the Packers are 12-4 against the spread, and even if they do get a half with their starters in there, the Lions have been good against the spread too, but they got a chance to lock up the #1 pick as well if Jacksonville somehow pulls off a stunner. If the Lions lose and Jacksonville loses, the Lions would get a top 2 pick. So
Yeah.
there's that. But they are playing hard, okay? Next up, though, Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings -5.5 at home. Pauls, who you got?
I'm taking the Vikings both ways.
Not even a thought, huh?
Yeah, no, they should be able to beat the Bears.
Yeah.
Nick, you too?
Yeah, I got the Vikings both ways as well. They're home.
I got the Vikings both ways, guys, but I did think about it because the Bears are actually playing hard right now. They
Pause.
just aren't good. Plain and simple. So you could be looking at 2 lame ducks here. Mike Zimmer and Matt Nagy both could be losing their jobs here. Chicago's 6-10 against the spread, though. Kirk Cousins is back. The Bears' defense is 28th in the NFL. I think the Vikings are going to put up a lot of points. So give me them both ways. And we're moving on now. We got Washington football team. The last time we're calling them by this name, because remember, their new name is going to be announced February 2nd, okay? You get the Washington football team -7 on the road at the Giants. Nick Theories, who you got?
I got. I'll take Washington.
Both ways?
Give me Washington both ways. The Giants are fucking ass, dog.
Finally.
The Giants are fucking garbage.
Same for me, Palante. I mean, he just I can't take this Joe Judge dude.
All right,
Can't take
well,
Jake
it's
Down.
not his fault.
I
It's
can't-
not his fault. He
I
doesn't
know.
have a fucking
Yeah.
quarterback.
He's garbage.
He doesn't have a
He's
quarterback.
poopy.
He's garbage.
He doesn't have a quarterback.
He's garbage.
He doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
Who's his
They don't have
quarterback?
a
He doesn't have
coach
any
either.
wins either.
Because he doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
He has no quarterback.
I know.
They have weapons.
Recently, at least.
I don't know.
I got Washington both ways, guys, because plain and simple, Jake Fromm is lucky to be an XFL quarterback. He is starting for the Giants. Antonio Gibson's back for Washington. And the Giants have lost 5 straight by double digits. They're 6-9-1 against the spread this season.
They're poo.
They've given me zero reason to pick them in any regard at all. So it's just plain and simple. The Giants suck. And Joe Judge sucks too, but he's going to be coming back.
He
I'll bet
doesn't
you
have
that
a
right now.
quarterback.
They have no quarterback, no GM, no head coach.
How do you want that guy to coach his football team without any quarterback? They had Mike fucking Glennon in there.
They were
It didn't
just as
matter
bad
when Daniel
with
Jones
Daniel
was there
Jones was
either.
in there.
At least he
He
played half
ain't
the
good either. They fucked that
He's
pick
competent.
up.
He's competent.
He's competent. He's
Yeah.
ass.
Nah.
Hey,
Coaching.
Daniel Jones is
Bad
not
coaching.
good. I like. They need to be done with that experiment. I don't understand.
Joe
it.
Judge I know. I'm saying
No.
the same shit. I
Not
agree
Joe
with you.
Judge. Not Joe Judge. I'm talking about Danny Dimes. They call him.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Joe Judge
Danny
is
Dimes.
terrible.
No, Danny Dimes is fucking terrible.
He is.
Oh, here.
That's
Yo, watch
they need a
this,
quarterback.
guys. I'm going to end this experience because they don't even deserve our airtime. All right? I'm
For
moving
real.
on from this game, and I'm moving us on to the next one. This one is
Listen.
interesting only because if the Colts should blow it, the Steelers or
Pause.
Ravens could get in. I know. I paused for you. You got the Steelers possibly, well, not possibly. It is Big Ben's last game, unless they get in. All right. Steelers at Ravens. Ravens -5 at home. Lamar has a chance to play. However, if not, it will be Tyler Huntley again. And Pauls, who you got here?
I'm taking Steelers both ways.
Steelers both ways. So Big Ben gets a win in possibly his final start,
Yes,
barring
sir.
chaos.
Yep.
All right, Nick Theories, who you got?
That's with or without Lamar too.
It's
for the
-5.
Yeah.
-5, Baltimore at home.
Give me Baltimore to win the game, and I'll take Pittsburgh with the points.
Damn, Broads is going to be sad.
Damn, ending on a safe boy note.
It's not a safe boy note.
Safe shit.
How's that safe?
Safe shit.
I took the
Nick
Ravens.
Judge.
Well, here, Mike, I'll give you a reason why it's not safe because I'm doing the same thing. I got the Ravens to win this game regardless of quarterback.
Oh, you
I think
boys
the win
lost.
if Tyler Huntley starts as well. Okay, I got the Ravens to win, Steelers on the spread. So Ravens lost 5 straight. I get it. All right. Steelers won 3 straight against the Ravens. I get it. But only one of the last 5 meetings between these teams was decided by double digits. So I think it's going to be really close. And I think the Ravens are going to play a little bit harder at home and end that streak for the Steelers. Ben had his moment this week, and he was celebrated plenty. So no more celebrating for him. Give me the Ravens. All right. Moving on to the 4 o'clock games. You got Jets at the Bills. Bills -16. Holy shit. Bills -16. Nick Theories, who you got?
Okay, just give me the Bills both ways. I don't even think this game's gonna be close.
The Jets have been interesting though recently.
They're not interesting enough for me to compete in this game. So I got the Bills both ways. No cat.
Fair enough. Paul, who you got?
I'm taking the Bills both ways too. Like I said a few weeks ago when they were going to beat the Patriots, and that's when it was going to start for them to take off, and I'm staying with it.
Fair enough. I got the Bills both ways as well. I did think about it though, but I mean, let's just be real. The Bills have a chance to win the AFC East. They need to win to clinch the AFC East. So they're going to win, and I think they're going to win big. They're 8-6-2 against the spread. They've covered every single time the spread was between 15 to 18 points this season. They did have one push, but they won every single other time. the spread was 15 to 18 points. So even if they do sit their starters halfway through the game, with a big lead, it would make me a little nervous for a backdoor cover. I still got the Bills both ways, all right? So next up, we got the other side of the AFC East. You got Patriots minus 6.5 at the Dolphins. Pauls, who you got?
I am taking the Patriots both ways. Give me Bill Belichick against Tua all day. Their nice run came to an end last week, and that's how they're going to go into the offseason. They're gonna be handled.
Nick Theories.
I completely agree. New England will win this football game by more than 7 points, so I got them to cover the 7. Pauls. And New England lost to them in week 1 this year, so they're the kind of team that remembers losses down the road, and they are going to absolutely win this game by double digits.
I mean, the Patriots definitely have more to play for here, given that the Dolphins are eliminated.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And Tua's motivated because he wants to prove he's still the QB of the future. But the Patriots, God forbid, the Bills are upset because they've been a strange team at points this year. The Patriots still could win the AFC East, so that's enough motivation. I think they're going to roll, okay? I think they're going to roll over the Dolphins. They're going to annihilate them, I think. I don't think it's going to be close. And, they're getting into the playoffs, but they'll be a wild card, okay? Next up, the last one on the 4 p.m. hour, we got Carolina at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay minus 8. Nick Theories, who you got?
I got Tampa Bay both ways. They got Brady. There is no distractions on that team. Trust me when I say that. There is no distractions on that team. They will not let Antonio Brown destroy them. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. I'm looking you dead in the face. I can guarantee you that. They got fucking Tom Brady in that locker room. There ain't nothing going on. They're good. They moved the fuck on. They moved the page.
It don't scare you that the Bucs haven't played well against bad teams?
No, it don't scare me because I think the Bucs they're home. This is what they needed. This is exactly what they needed. I'm telling you.
Oh
this is what they needed.
You can't help yourself.
This is what they needed. I'm telling you. I think the Bucs win, and I think they roll over Carolina.
It's interesting though because Nick, I've seen you go against the Bucs on the spread so many times recently, but I'm in agreement with you. I got the Bucs both ways, and I mean, plain and simple, they still have a chance for the 2 seed. If the Rams lose to the 49ers and the Bucs win, Bruce Arians said that he's not resting players. So, I mean, the Panthers have been ass. Sam Darnold and Matt Rule both could be playing for their jobs. I don't think Matt Rule is going to lose his job, by the way. I think, Matt Rule's history, he's usually good in his 3rd year. I think he deserves a chance. But the Panthers, though, 2-11 in their last 13, and they're 5-11 against the spread this year. Pauls, who you got?
I'm going with the Panthers. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, you should be playing over there because I was getting ready to bet your ass.
The Buccaneers are going to win this. They're going to come out, and I think they're going to set the tone. It looks like something that, this is one of those Brady moments where he makes a statement before they go into the playoffs that they're not going to let AB mess their season up. So I'm all in with the Bucs routing them this weekend.
And you got them both ways, correct?
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, believe it or not, that was the last one on the show. The Bucs respond to the adversity. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. But that's going to be it for tonight.
I'm sad.
Wow, that was a crazy show.
Sad.
I mean, wait, I forgot one thing though. Pauls and Nick, okay. If you have any significant prop bets or parlays, now's your chance before I move us on and close it out, okay?
I did not. I was taking care of my toddler all day, so I totally skipped over that part and didn't get one. So I apologize. I will put something out, though, before the games start this weekend.
So look out for Paul's social media. Check his Twitter, okay?
For you. I got a nice little parlay, what I would do. I would take Washington -7. I would take the Bucs -8, and I would take New England -6.5.
All on the spreads.
I would just take the spreads. I
think
like
that's
them
a lock?
teams. I think that's a lock. I do. I think the only one I would be a little weary about would be the Bucs, but I think they're going to roll. The mystique factor.
So Nick giving us a parlay there. Guys, keep an eye out for Nick and Paul's Twitters. if they should post something that they are confident in for you guys to bet on. That's it for our show tonight, though. I appreciate everybody as usual.
Whoa, time out.
Oh, go ahead.
I got one more question for you guys. It's the last game of the year, so this is the last time we're going to be able to cast our MVP vote. Who's your MVP?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Tom Brady.
Shit.
What?
Tom Brady.
What?
He
You
did
heard
that on
me.
purpose. He can't
Tom
help
Brady.
it.
It's Tom Brady, and he's going to win.
Told
that
you
shit.
he was bullshitting us when he said Aaron Rodgers a few weeks ago. I told you.
He's going to win it.
Inconsistent.
He did it on
Nah.
purpose to say
Nah.
that Brady's not going to be hexed in the playoffs.
He's number one in almost every category.
I know.
How do you go against that? I don't
Narrative.
understand.
Predictable.
I just don't
I fucking
understand
told-
it. I don't understand it. He's number one in every category. He's 44 years old. He's 12-4.
What's
Paul,
the
did I
what's
not
the,
say
what's the
on
Packers
the
record?
show? I even
What?
said it
What's the
during
Packers
that
record?
show. I
Who
said
cares?
that Nick was bullshitting us.
Who cares? He's number one in every category. It's called MVP.
Yeah.
If Brady wasn't on that team, they would be fucking ass.
So what the Packers? The Packers will be poop too.
Yeah, but I think
Oh,
the Bucks
man,
would be
this is-
worse. But
This is crazy. Well, listen, we're going to have a chance to talk about that again. All right. There's no MVP being named this weekend. So maybe we'll have to bring that up again because I think we're going to have to reveal some old footage from just a few weeks ago.
oh yeah, no, I
calling
changed my
bullshit.
pick. Nah, you can call bullshit. I said Aaron Rodgers a couple weeks ago, but what I saw with Brady in the last couple of weeks is I saw leadership.
Yeah.
I saw consistent energy. I said his team needs to play. He made it. He had two game winning drives the last couple of weeks on his shoulders. I guess against the Jets, against whoever the fuck they played. It doesn't matter. They still won the game. And if they didn't have him and his expertise, they would lose. They would have lost. Watch the film.
Oh, shit. Well, that's going to be it for the show tonight. Guys, thank you so
I
much.
love you, bro.
I love you too, man. I ain't shot out. Y'all shot out. Brady's winning that MVP shit. Give a fuck.
Oh, that's true love. All right, guys.
I
This
love you,
episode of
TB12.
Psychotic and Iconic.
Iconic. I
guys
like
are
that.
fucking me up.
Yeah, that's not my
You're
style.
fucking me up here, all right? Listen, I'm gonna have to ask you to be silent for 1 second, all right?
All
I
right, go
love you
ahead.
guys. Be quiet for 1 second, all right? This episode of Psychotic-Iconic was brought to you by Prize Picks, your home for daily fantasy sports. New users who sign up for Prize Picks today using the promo code ICONIC will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Promo code ICONIC. Prize Picks, daily fantasy made easy. Our shows are live on propshq.com. That's the Props Network. Be sure to subscribe to our show on there to keep up with the P&I latest news, episodes, and live streams. Next week, guys, next show is Monday, 8 p.m. Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Normal schedule, okay? We got NFL Week 18, end of regular season recap. I'm sure there's going to be fucking chaos for us to talk about on Monday. Stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned on social media where we're going to have the rest of our content. You're going to have our game picks that we announced tonight. Okay, that's money line and spread picks. You're going to have DFS lineups. You're going to have Saturday DFS. You're going to have Saturday night DFS. You're going to have Sunday afternoon DFS. And you're going to have Sunday night DFS. Okay, so we got it all for you here at P&I. I'm going to pass it off to Nick Theories. Thanks again. There you go, Nick.
That's gonna go to Mike first.
What's up, guys? Real fast, I just want to let you know if you guys are watching the show live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Props HQ, behind Nick Theory's All Show, we have a customized cornhole board that was done by The Little Cottage. If you guys or anyone you know is looking to get customized cornhole boards, please slide into our DMs on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever the case may be, and we'll get you in touch with the guy Cody that does them. I mean, you could see from his work there, they are awesome. Great quality.
Fucking fire.
Again, that's
love
Go
the,
ahead,
again,
put
that's
that
the
on the
Little
camera
College.
again.
It's
Phil.
amazing, yeah. Display that shit.
Again, that's the Little Cottage. Just slide into our DMs on any platform, and we will get you guys in touch with him.
Fucking fire.
Amazing. All right, well, that's our show. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on propshq.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Stitcher, Megaphone, all that other shit. Also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and we'll see you guys Monday night at P&I.